Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to recreate this look right here that I wore in my last video of my benefit review for the License to Blot stick. Some of you were asking a tutorial on how to recreate that look. Thank you so much for the compliments. Really, this look is actually super simple. I am going to be 100% honest. What really makes this look pop and what makes it look so good, I guess you could say, is the lashes. These lashes have a lot to do with it. But stick around until the end because I'm going to give you some variations and options for the lash type that I'm using and the style, just in case you need some options. Other than that, it's really simple. It's a really basic look. It's a perfect look for summer and for spring because there's not a lot of fuss and it's not a lot of upkeep to do with it throughout the day. It's really just getting a nice base, but of course the lips make it pop so much, and the lashes do, of course. They are absolutely the star of the show. So if you want to see how I got this look, then of course just keep on watching. So to start off this look, I'm using the Benefit Professional License to Blot stick, and I'm applying this in the areas that I tend to get the most oily, which is just usually in the T-zone, and just going over those areas in light feather-like strokes. And then I'm going to be going in with primer, and I'm using my Maron Velvet Finish Primer Serum. I am almost down to the bottom of this thing, and I'm really sad, but that means I'm looking into a new primer. I'm thinking about trying the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer, but I'm not too sure. If you guys have tried it, let me know what you think of it down below in the comments, and I will be sure to check those out too. Then for foundation, of course, you guessed it, I'm using my L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I am seriously obsessed with this drugstore foundation. It is insanely good. So yeah, I've been using it pretty much every day, and I gotta say, I haven't run into any problems with it yet. So I'm taking this onto my Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Face Brush and just buffing and stippling at the same time this product out, just to ensure I have no streaking and an even application of color and product all over my face. And I'm just pressing that onto the areas where I feel like I have the most redness, which is especially around my nose and on my forehead. What I like most about this foundation is that it's lightweight, but the coverage is medium and buildable, and it doesn't leave you looking flat or feeling dry. It just looks and feels like your skin, which is really rare to find in a drugstore foundation. Then for extra brightness around the eyes, I'm using my Bobbi Brown Eye Brightener, Tinted Eye Brightener in the color Light Bis, just to add a little bit more of color correction onto the redness I have underneath my eyes, and just for a little extra kick of brightness. Then going in with concealer, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, another favorite drugstore product of mine. This is in the shade Fair, and I'm putting this where I typically put my concealer, which is just under my eyes, going alongside my nose, down the sides of my laughing lines, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on the center of my chin, and center of my forehead. And just taking a Real Techniques buffing brush, I think this is called the Expert Face Brush, and just really buffing and working that into my foundation. It's really important to try to blend this as well as you can into your foundation, just so you don't have any obvious lines of where your concealer marks are. This is just to ensure that you have an even flow of color, and it really helps perfect your complexion. Now, the reason why I like to cream highlight every day as opposed to cream contour is because this is just so much easier than messing with all the cream products. If you have too much cream on oily skin, it can get very oily very fast, and then I would have to set everything with powders, and it's just more fuss than I need. So cream highlight just adds that extra brightness on the center of face that I need without going overboard. Then for the brows, I did do them off camera, but I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown and my Maybelline Brow Drama Sculpting Mascara, whatever it's called, but it's usually the same thing all the time. I do have a brow tutorial, I'll link it down below. Then to warm up my skin tone, I am using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Yes, I do say it in a French accent every time because why not? And I'm just using this around the frame of my face to kind of warm it up a little bit, since it did get a little flat with the foundation as far as dimension wise. Then to just sharpen up that contour, I am taking my Anastasia Contour Kit and the shade Fawn, and just on a Sephora number 56 brush, I am using this in the hollows of my cheek and around my temple and forehead. And then taking a smaller buffing brush, or blending brush I should say, I am taking the same shade Fawn and just going alongside my nose, and of course dragging it down to the tip of my nose, and as you can tell, you have that nice slim look now. I absolutely love to powder contour every day just because it adds that little extra emphasis, but again, you can still get the same effects with powder products as you would with cream. Cream just makes it more bulletproof, which I don't need on a day-to-day basis, but for events and special occasions, definitely I will be busting out that cream contour. Then putting a little bit of that contour powder on my Cupid's bow and also underneath my bottom lip to add some fullness. For blush, I am taking my Milani Cosmetics Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. This blush is a very hyped up blush. I love it. It was in my March favorites, and it was just that perfect shade of peach and gold that I needed for this look. Since the lips are going to be very bright and very bold, you want to keep this somewhat neutral with not too much color to go overboard. Then for that glow, I'm using my Mary Luminizer highlight, and I absolutely love this. This is from the Balm. This is usually my go-to highlight. I can use it every day. If I had to choose just one highlight to use, I would definitely stick with the Mary Luminizer because it is perfect. I love using it on the eyes and on the face. Then to just seal in everything, I'm using my Bobbi Brown Retouching Powder in the shade Yellow. A lot of people ask me what this powder is really for. And really, this powder was made for people who are going to be on HD television or taking HD or high def pictures with really HD cameras. This just really has this nice veil and blurs out any imperfections. So a little goes a long way. Then to sharpen up our contour and just to clean it up a bit, I'm using my Bobbi Brown Pale Yellow Sheer Press Powder. And just with the powder puff it comes with, I am just going alongside the contour and letting that bake. While that's baking, we're going to be going on to our lips. I am taking my NYX lip liner in the shade Red. I didn't do this in my benefit review of the blotting stick, but I decided to do this for this video because after this I did go run some errands and I definitely wanted to make sure my lip color didn't move around anywhere. So after lining my lips, I am just going to be glossing them over with my Mary Kay lip lacquer. This is in the shade Tropical Mandarin, and this is just your classic red with just the ever slightest hint of orange in it. And I really love this color and this formula lip gloss. It's been a long time since I've been really happy with the lip glosses Mary Kay has come out with, but these glosses, these three colors that came out in this collection, they are so pigmented and so comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills glosses as far as quality. They just don't have that sweet smell. And then I'm just going to be blending away that baking that we did. For the eyes, it's going to be really simple, you guys, and really fast. So I am taking my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre and just really making sure to work that all over the lid evenly so we don't have any extra clumps going on anywhere. And this is going to act as our eye base so our shadows are sure to stick on and be vibrant enough. Then going into my Vice 3 palette, I am taking the shade Undone. And just on a big fluffy brush, I am making sure to really work that well into the crease and just make sure it's nice and blended. We're only using 2 colors for the eyes. Can you believe that? I'm telling you, this look is simple and easy peasy. Then taking a shader brush, I am taking the shade Downfall from the same palette and just going over my entire lid. This is really not to add any kind of pretty colors or color combinations. This is really just to add dimension back into the eye because like I mentioned earlier, this whole look is just so reliant on those eyelashes. Then to just line the waterline, I am taking my Bobbi Brown Longwear Eye Pencil in the shade Jet. And you're going to want to make sure you line the waterline and those upper lashes. Just tight line those babies because with these top heavy lashes, you really want to make sure the blend is nice and even and you're not seeing any skin peeking through. Then just buffing out that waterline with a small shader brush, I am taking Undone and Downfall and just making sure to really smoke it out. And then for that brow bone highlight, using the same face highlight, taking that Mary Luminizer and just touching the brow bone and the inner corner for extra brightness. Then you just want to give your lashes a quick curl before going in with any mascara. I'm taking my Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara in black, just really making sure to coat those upper lashes so that they blend well in with our falsies, and then really making sure to hit those bottom lashes. Nothing completes a look like nice defined long bottom lashes. I am telling you, if you don't feel comfortable with this because maybe it smears or something, just try it. Buy some waterproof mascara. You'll see the difference. Then for the lashes, I am taking my Minka lashes in the style Luxe. They are absolutely my favorite ones because they are so full and so fluffy and I just cannot get enough of them. They are just the perfect pair of lashes. They have become my favorite hands down. And as you can see, I have one lash on and look at the difference. I mean, you just cannot beat that. So this is really the completed look, guys. What did I tell you? Really nice and easy, right? So the lashes that I did use for this video, of course, as mentioned, they are for Minka lashes. They are real hair mink lashes. Now, I understand that mink lashes can sometimes run a little pricey, and I totally get that. So even though you do get a lot of use out of them, you can definitely find some alternatives. Don't know what happened with my voice there. But like I said, you can definitely find some alternatives if you want something on a more affordable price range, and I would give these recommendations to substitute for these lashes. Now, again, synthetic hair lashes are not going to have that same look as far as what real hair lashes do with the pointed ends. That's what makes real hair lashes look a lot more natural, is the fact that they're really tapered off. Whereas compared to synthetic lashes, they usually have that cut off look, but there's still some variations of styles and brands that actually do provide really good style and really good quality synthetic hair lashes. So my recommendation for you would be to check out Red Cherry Lashes. These two lash styles right here, this is number 102 and this is number 605. They both have that really thick beginning of the lash here, which is sort of similar and mimics the look of the lashes that I have on in this video. So again, these run really affordable. You can find them on eBay, you can find them on a whole bunch of different websites. I really would recommend these two lashes. But again, Ardell's, also the Demi Wispies, have that really nice fullness too. But the whole trick to this look was that this lash was ultra super duper full. So those two lashes would be my top recommendations. And again, the price point is probably like 1/10 of what these lashes cost. So I use these lashes on myself and my clients too whenever I don't really want to use my mink lashes and I really want to extend the life of my mink ones. The Red Cherry lashes, even those will last you a good number of times before you have to toss them. So those would be my recommendations for you guys. So anyway, yeah, okay, now this video is officially done. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!